ladies and gentlemen. GPT-5 is officially out. GPT-5 is here. And we've got access to it right here. Alright, so there's a GPT-5 Fast, OpenAI's latest model, powerful for daily and complex tasks alike. 272K context window. What does O3 have? 200, wow. So an extra 72,000 in the context. The same GPT model using OpenAI's fast priority processing at 2x the price. Okay. At 2x. They're 2x in the price, wow. Okay. Well, let me make sure that the stream's live and we'll get to work. Welcome, everyone. Model using OpenAI's fast. What's up, Amex? Welcome to the stream. DDG just asked, how did you even get GPT-5? It only shows 4.1 for me. It's already available in Cursor. Guitar Dan, welcome back to the stream. He says, we are live, we are so back, stream is lit. Let's go. Everybody drop a like in the stream. DDG asks, GitHub Copilot with VS Code or Cursor? This is Cursor. DDG just said, nah, I mean, which one would you pick? I would pick Cursor. GitHub Copilot is not as good in my opinion. Wow, GPT-5 is definitely a thinking model. How long has it been thinking? How long have we been on this prompt? Over 5 minutes, right? Oh my gosh. Wow, yeah, GPT-5 is definitely behaves differently. The question is it gonna actually be able to update the code and fix it? But look at this. I mean, it's thought 1 minute 8 seconds, thought 1 minute 41 seconds, thought 59 seconds. So just between those, you have about 4 minutes. And here's more. Eagle said, what is the most powerful GPT High, GPT Fast? Which version? You mean like which version am I using? I'm just using normal GPT-5 right now. Can you use Max? Yeah, you do have Max. But yeah, what's the most powerful? The most powerful would be their GPT-5 High. Would be their most intelligent and powerful. It kind of goes GPT-5 High, then normal GPT, then GPT-5 Fast, and let's. I mean, this better like update it perfectly. Eagle said go to add models. Oh, here it is, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, okay. Nice one, Eagle, thank you. Okay, so there's 5. We'll try all of them. So there's, thanks a lot, Eagle, that was a good point out. When did Opus 4.1 come out? Is it in here? View all models. Oh wow. I don't even have it enabled. I gotta get rid of some of these older models now. I just disabled GPT-4o. Wow, GPT-5 is just thinking and thinking and thinking. This is the normal. We've only entered one prompt during this stream, and it's this. It was literally just, what is causing these errors? Please identify and fix. I mean, but it's just been thinking about the same. I mean, this is, maybe it's because it just got released. Probably slower. Oh my goodness, this is insane. How many minutes has it been working on this now? How's it going, the Linux thing? Welcome. You had to feed your cat? All's good over here. Hope all is good on your end. Thanks for getting the Discord set up, by the way. I'm new to it. Wow, this is just taking a long, long time. The errors that we're trying to fix are just these right here. Text strings must be rendered with a text component. So I don't know why it's such a problem. I mean, the thing is it's like, is it just gonna think for like, is it gonna be 20 minutes? You know? Or for some reason, is this more of a complex issue than I'm understanding it as? I feel like 03 would have already been updating code for sure. Yeah, thanks Linux, no problem on the server. Yeah, waiting a bit. Yeah, I mean, this is, it's taken a while to process what I understood is a pretty simple prompt. Oh, here we go. It's actually updating code now. It just immediately created a syntax error. What the heck? All right, let's try the fast version this time, all right? Because that was... All right, so now we're gonna try GPT-5 Fast. I don't know how I'm feeling about GPT-5. It's very slow. I wonder what people on X are saying. They think it's slow. There we go. I think it fixed the error at least. But did it actually fix the revenue cat errors are fine. This is still question is, was that the error that I was trying to solve in the first place, or? I mean, this is looking good now. But yeah, let's hold up. Let's clear. And then run npm start clear. Okay. All right. So we have this revenue cat error. But then we still have these text errors. Look. We have that was faster. That time with GPT-5 was faster, so. All right, let's see what people are saying about GPT-5. Pull this up. Okay. What's Sam saying? He says it's very smart, intuitive, and fast. Struggling to see the fast at the moment, but maybe that's just because it just launched. But it is thinking a lot. Pricing. I think it's cheap. It was cheaper than 4.0 I saw. See what they're saying. All right, they say it's available to all Plus, Pro, Team, and free users starting today. I mean, this is the slowest model I've ever worked with. Let's try Claude Opus, because this is just taking too long. I mean, I just gave that prompt like, a couple minutes. So, let's try Claude 4.1 Opus and give this another shot. Okay. All right, Opus. Let's see how Opus did. GPT-5 big fail on basically its first shot to impress us. Took 5 minutes. And Opus, let's see if Opus throws the errors. Still throwing the errors. Still erroring. If you're just now joining us, GPT-5 is really, really slow. And right now we're comparing it to Opus 4.1. And so far, Opus 4.1 still hasn't fixed the error that we're working on. But GPT-5 was essentially, I would say it was unusable. But I'm still getting that error. Still getting the error, which is just crazy. Linux thing says has to be issues with 5 that was wildly slow no matter the output. But yeah, that error is being a pain regardless. Yeah, this error is giving us issues. But yeah, honestly, I'm gonna give OpenAI the benefit of the doubt. They had like 170,000 people watching their stream live, so I'm assuming that this is in really, really high demand right now, and they just released it to everybody. So I'm sure that their servers are getting absolutely... Oh. Well, we made some progress. We fixed one of the errors. Alright, fix one of them. Yo, if you're in the stream and you still haven't liked the stream, make sure you give the stream a like. We're going to be streaming for a few hours. Yeah, Linux said that's very true. Demand will be extra high for a bit with the hype around 5. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. I mean, also, yeah, I mean, if they haven't tested with that much load, you know, you'd have to think that they're probably like, whoa. Alright, only one error, come on. Ah, what the heck? Another one came back? This doesn't make any sense, this error. I mean, I literally don't even trust this GPT-5. I mean, let's try it, because this is a really... Alright, GPT-5. GPT-5 High Fast is what this is. High Fast. Zalcan, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. Oh, wow. All right. I have news. GPT High Fast was able to one-shot our error. It one-shotted it. The error that we've been working on for about the past 30 minutes, GPT High Fast was able to get it in one try. All right, let's keep using it. Let's see. That actually didn't take as long either. Earlier, it was taking like 5 minutes per prompt. But let's see. Let's try some other things, because that was pretty impressive. All right, let's have it do something related to UI. I'm still not happy with the UI of this screen. So let's take a look at the AI coach and see what this could do UI-wise. All right, UI, first UI question. Zalcan says, just at work typing on phone but watching on work PC through Twitch. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I can see that I have one Twitch viewer. That's hilarious. It must be you. Yeah, I started using Restream, so technically I stream to X, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. I think the links are down in the description below to follow me on those platforms. My username on all the platforms, I'm pretty sure, is like BridgeMind AI, all one word. But yeah, the links are down in the description. Spura asked, using cursor? Yeah, this is cursor. If you're just joining us for the stream now, give the stream a like. I'm going to be streaming for a couple hours. I'm trying to get a decent amount of watchers. Our stream last night blew up. We had like 30 people watching. It was crazy. And then like over 20 people joined the Discord, I think. It was nuts. So I think we've got a really good community with this channel potentially. So I'm going to keep streaming every day. I would say that that is an improvement. Can it figure out how to help us get it to stream instead of... Let's see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the actual, like, chat stream instead of, like, having to think and then output a bunch of context all at once. All right, that's a big request. Basically what I wanted to do is, instead of just like thinking and then returning everything at once, I know that this is a hard piece of functionality because in the past when I've built these, they have been difficult. It's very error prone. So this is a really good challenge for it. AI Baki, he says GPT is slow as F. He says that the results are quite good. Yeah, that's, especially this GPT High Fast. I just started using this, and it we were stuck on an error for about 20 minutes, and with some of the other models, and it fixed it in one shot. So, also it looks like it's still working on this feature. SN says hello again. How are you today? I'm good, SN. How are you? right, let's see if it worked. Error. Wasn't able to get in one shot. Oh, wait. What is this? Sorry, music gets cut off somehow. Hold on 1 second. Al Backy, sorry about that. Sometimes I really mispronounce people's names. I feel bad. My apologies. SN, he says that he's fine. He says that I haven't known your name yet. My name is Matthew. Scratch asked any advice on how to be good at code, how to love the process in between. Yeah, that's a great question, Scratch. Really, I would say that the best way to love the process is to work on something that you truly are passionate about. And sometimes you just have to make that up. You have to force yourself to be passionate about something. Like, just imagine, like, it doesn't really even matter what it is. If you have an idea, just try it out, because what's the most important is that, like, you start programming and that you're enjoying it. So I think you do bring up a good point. It's like you do have to you have to enjoy the process. Did not fix our errors. Let's test it out. Why is this still giving me a lot of errors? Still struggling. Please, just some areas it's just, there we go. All right, I spoke too soon. It could tell. It knew I was at the end of my. All right, plan my week. Oh my gosh. Another error here. All right, hold up. I'm gonna run a start clear. goodness, come on. This is like much more. It says the stream is currently pressed. It's very to the point. I mean that was very, very to the point. If you guys noticed that. Look at this. If that was like 4.0, it would have like 5 paragraphs of explanation. But the question is did it actually work? I may have to restart it. Oh wow. Still doing the thinking thing though. Ah, oops. Alright, this is, hasn't been great, not gonna lie. There we go. Alright, it is streaming, but you can see that we have a little bit of an issue here. It's like not formatted whatsoever. Ahmad said, bro, you look cool. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Throw a like on the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're building a really good community. And we're almost to 1,000 subscribers. 984. Wow. We are really close. That's crazy. All right. Let's see if we fix that error here. Nice. 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 Still not spacing right, though. Oh, Baki, I just saw your message. I would say, if you haven't already, join the Discord. And I'm willing to DM you and talk about that. The Discord link for the invite is in the description. Thanks, Linux. How much money have I spent? Not too much, like only $5. All right, Al, I'll check it out. Bilal said, how good is it? Bilal, I've got some mixed opinions so far. It's a bit slow. But there was one problem that we were testing it on, it got it in one shot, and alright, this is much better. Yeah. Bilal said it plans really long. Yeah. For sure. All right, everybody. I've got something to announce that we're about to start working on. And this is actually a piece of functionality that I think is going to be really important. We're going to build the ability to actually share images on the app, like stories. And in stories, you'll be able to take a picture of what you're doing, and you'll then be able to, like, say, you'll take a picture and then you'll specify which goal that you're working towards with the picture, if that makes sense. So like right now, I could take a picture of like my computer setup, right? And I would allocate it towards like, you know, make $1 million, you know? And then that would be an image up on my story. So we're gonna integrate stories into this. Bilal said, is this an Expo app? Yeah, this is an Expo app. All right, one second, I'm gonna take this off. Bilal just said, cool stuff, subscribed. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, I'm taking the sunglasses off. All right, so I said, please review the entities in the database and help me figure out how we could create the ability for users to post stories like an Instagram story where users are actually able to share images and content like videos. Think deeply about this as this is important. I want users to be able, not required, to say what goal they are working towards with a specific story. For example, when they're doing the story post upload, they can select a goal to say that this story is associated with. The session entity has similar functionality to this. Please think deeply and help me create this functionality both in the database and the API, creating a new module where the functionality for these features will go. I will use a AWS bucket for this. And in the stories there. I don't even need to specify this. Okay, this is a big request. If you're watching the stream and you haven't already liked, do so now. Trying to run it up, get to 1,000 subs. Getting close. Story reaction. Abdul just asked, do you think GPT-5 has passed Opus 4.1? Well, that's kind of what we've been testing. I'm using 4.1 right now because, well, GPT-5 was a bit slow. Sahil just asked, what are you working on? Just got here. Sahil, we're working on a goal productivity app. So this is Goalpost. Basically, you're able to actually like post your goals and you're able to work towards your goals with other people on the app and you're able to share them. So here are my goals: make $1 million, reach 1,000 subscribers, and then you're able to have focus sessions. So when you create your goal, you allocate basically like how much time you want to work towards a specific goal, and then you select, you have these focus sessions and you work towards them with sessions that kind of like help you focus. And then you can actually like, let me exit out of this. Oops, I'll have to fix that. But you can actually like manage your profile. There's also this AI functionality here. So plan my week to hit my goals is gonna, oh, wait, something just happened in our API. Yeah, we have an error in our API from some of the functionality that this is doing right here. Uh-oh. Oh. We're gonna have to run the migration for the database. Did it already update the database? One second. Looks like it did. So now we can CD into the database. Wants to create the migrations. No, we don't need to do that. We'll let it create them. Hey, if anybody watching hasn't already like shared this with anybody you know that you're cool with that's into this, do so, because I'm trying to build a community. Our Discord's been blowing up. The streams have been blowing up. Sahil just asked, in what aspect? What do you mean, in what aspect? Yeah, we did not need this add stories here. So we can actually just run, once the type ORM, this is a really big thing with type ORM, is, actions. That needs to be fixed. Sahil said your app is different. What do you mean? Like, in what context is the app different? Sahil said, in what aspects is your app different from other apps on the market? Love from India. So yes, that's a good question. So kind of how I look at it is what I want to build is something that has social features in it. So if you look here, this feed and the story functionality that we're building and the ability to follow other users and the ability to track your goals and the ability to have a Pomodoro timer for sessions and the ability to go over and have a conversation with an AI coach that actually is pretty smart. You know, I think that that really is what sets this app apart. Nice. Wow. It did it. Wow, nice. Nice. Ran our migrations for us. It's great. Joe, hey, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. Last night was awesome. I'll never forget, Joe. You helped me with Canva yesterday. Thank you. Yeah, we were struggling with downloading like MP4 videos, but jeez. All right, hold up, 1 second. I'm gonna take a look at my EMVs. Okay. Joe says that the Discord invite is broken. It's broken? Linux, Joao says that the Discord invite link is broken. I don't know if you're online, but I don't know why that would be. Sahil says, are you planning to be serious with app or just testing the new GPT capabilities? No, we're serious with the app. How's our API looking? Not good. Alright, before we do that. Alright, GPT-5 High Fast is where we just sent this request. So this is GPT-5 here. GPT High Fast specifically. I thought they said that they were going to fix all the name issues. Apparently not. Thanks, Linux. Yeah, that's actually my fault. I think I posted the wrong Discord link in the chat. I just fixed it. I just updated the description correctly. Alright, fix those errors. That was pretty fast too. All right. This is a good prompt. I said, help me now create the functionality on the front end. Let's get started by building the logic for users to be able to create a new story and upload photos and videos. Use a robust NPM package for this. So we're building like the ability to upload photos, which is definitely an extra layer. Sahil says, I also have been thinking a lot about vibe coding, but don't know how to start. Can you just something for low specs laptop with 5.8 gigabits of RAM, Intel? Yeah, I think that would work. Yeah, because I mean everything's based in the cloud, so depending on how big your project is, it's going to depend on that as well, but it should be good. Yeah, you just download Cursor, CURSR. Cursor is great. If you're new to the stream or you've been in here for a while and you still haven't liked or subscribed, like and subscribe. Because we're trying to get the stream up to 40 viewers or 40 watchers simultaneously. We're going to be streaming for a couple hours, so hit the like button, and also if you could subscribe, that would be great. I will say GPT-5 is very straight to the point. Joao says, how is GPT-5 in your opinion compared to the others, or still too soon to have to answer that? I think it's a little bit too soon. Earlier in the stream, we were struggling when we were using just normal GPT-5. And once we switched to GPT-5 High Fast, that really improved a lot. But Joao also says, wait, no glasses. No glasses right now. It's not dark enough. The glasses, there's going to be a new rule now. The glasses only come out for the night edition or special edition streams, specifically when we're working towards making $1 million. Right now, we're just vibe coding with GPT-5, so there's no sunglasses. But once we get back to vibe coding, I think today's day 6, so I'll probably stream later tonight. It's going to be a later stream, though. I've got an event that I've got to go to, but I'll be on later tonight again streaming, and that's going to be a huge vibe coding session for maybe like 1 or 2 hours, but the glasses will be back. Also this weekend, I have a lot planned this weekend, so I'm obviously for the first, I'm going to be streaming, we're going to be working, and we're going to be getting this across the finish line. But second, I actually have a trip planned with one of my buddies from college. Actually, I would say one of my best friends from college. We're going on a trip this weekend, and he's also a big programmer, and he's also really into vibe coding and using AI. So we were actually going to stream and have a big stream tomorrow night, kind of as just like a special event stream. So it's going to be pretty cool tomorrow night. We're going to Lake Michigan. It'll be the Lake Michigan edition. All right. Okay, so if you guys remember this, on a prior stream, you are unable to use the camera in the iOS simulator. I think if I do this, it'll work. This better be Expo Go. That's what I'm saying. Like, if this crashes, that was not Expo Go. See what I'm saying? Dazo just said, why can't I access GPT-5 although they said it's available to all users? Well, let's check it out. Right now, I'm accessing GPT-5 through Cursor. So, but let's see. Like if I pull up my stuff here, you can see. Yeah, I can't. It's not accessible for me either. At least in ChatGPT. That stinks. Eclipsio says, what is the plugin for this call? I have not used VS Code for years at this point. The topic of Claude came up during a code review earlier this week. Would like to try it out over the weekend. Yeah, so this is an IDE called Cursor. Dr. Corey Beth just asked, can you use GPT-5 on an iPhone? Yes, you will be able to once they update the app and deploy it. All right, I'm going to come back to this problem later because the reason I can't test this is because I am unable to test it on this iOS simulator because it doesn't do the native. Josh says also using through Cursor here seems okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. If you're new to the stream and you haven't liked and subbed yet, do so. Join the community. We're going to the top. We're gonna make $1 million. All right, let's need to test test the website building skills here a little bit. Eclipso just said thanks, gonna give it a shot. Been on IntelliJ for a few years and it's starting to feel stale. What's IntelliJ? Oh, IntelliJ? I've never heard of it. Here, let's pull this up. IntelliJ. IntelliJ. Oh, JetBrains. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, JetBrains is so out of touch. I forgot that they even existed. Dr. Corey Beth says, I have literally 10 amazing apps started on Lovable, Famous AI, and Replit, but I can't get from where they took them to getting paid / deploying. Is that what your groups helps with? Yeah, so pretty much you can see right now we're building a really good community, and it's just very interesting in today's world. It's so easy to build, and there really is going to be like this builder economy where it's all about what you're able to build, how fast you're able to ship, and shipping and creating is going to get easier. So I think, yeah, like you bring up a good point. You have to bring apps to the paid deployment stage, and that's going to be something that we're going to be doing basically together. Like right now I'm in the building stage, and coming up here soon we're going to be launching this app. We're going to be launching this app as soon as like next week. We've been working on this every day, and we've made a lot of progress, and it's ready to ship soon. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you like and subscribe, because we're going to be doing this every single day. And basically the goal is actually to make $1 million off of apps, and I think we'll be able to do it pretty easily. Code with Jude said never heard of it. Bro, what do you mean you forgot it existed? I mean, I haven't heard of JetBrains in a while. It's not that great of an IDE, unfortunately. Dang, we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. We're 11 subscribers away. We might hit it on this stream. But yeah, so right now, if you're just joining us or if you've been watching for a while, we've been working on this prompt for a bit. My thoughts on GPT-5 right now are it's a little bit slow. It thinks for a really long time, but it is pretty accurate. Earlier in the stream, we had a hard time with GPT-5, but we switched to GPT-5 High Fast, and it was able to one-shot an error that wasn't able to be solved by Opus 4.1 Max. And this GPT-5 High Fast was able to get it in one shot. So very, very interesting. So you can see, though, that it's taken a long time to think through its steps for sure. But yeah, so look at this. So here's our prompt. I'll just read it. If you're just joining in now, make sure you like and subscribe. I see we got 31 people watching. This is getting crazy. So it says, take a look now at the share functionality and the share components and features on the front end. Would you now help me actually build this functionality features, or these functionality features, with best practices on the front end? And then I proceeded to drop in the feed goal card, which is a component, the entire entities directory, the goal entity specifically, as well as the goal share entity specifically, the enums file, and the goals module. And I said, do not update or change existing entity code or enums, only update the API and front-end functionality as needed to get this working. We want the share functionality working. Eclipso says that he's referring to JetBrains. He says it's pretty nice for writing Java code, but I want more AI features to play with and plugins feel limited. Yeah, I mean, that's, you say it all in that last sentence. It's like the AI features are now the most important part of coding, in my opinion. A lot of people have different opinions, but I think that AI is totally taking over, and we gotta figure out how to start coding with it well, because it's going to be a lot better and a lot faster than some of the top people. So you got to use it. WebSolve said it's very bad in designing. What do you think? I would slightly disagree. So on streams, sometimes I multitask and I build multiple things at once. So something that I was working on in this stream, for example, is the BridgeMind website. So the BridgeMind website actually hasn't been updated, but I was working on this website during this stream while a couple other things were going through. And there's definitely like some issues, but for the most part, like I'm just in the design portion. But I mean, look at this. To say that the design is bad, I mean, that's pretty cool design. So, you know, BridgeMind's going to have all these updated courses here soon. Yeah, we've got a lot of exciting stuff going on at BridgeMind. So make sure you like and subscribe, because we're going to have a ton of new stuff coming. Jordy said, I'm new into AI development. Is Cursor plus GPT capable to make an app for you without coding? I have no knowledge apart from basic stuff. Yeah, I mean, I would say that it's going to put you in a much better position, Jordy. It's you can do a lot with AI that, like, let's take, for example, like rewind 5 years. There's no way that that I could be building an app this fast. Like, I would not be able to build an app this fast. The reason that we're able to build this app this fast is because we're using AI. And if you have basic fundamentals and understanding of programming, you can be even better. So it's almost like any knowledge that you do have, it's exponential. Like, the more knowledge you have, the better you can wield the AI, if that makes sense. WebSolve said, I mean, compared to Claude 4 Sonnet, it sucks. Yeah, that's a good point. I think Claude 4 Sonnet's pretty good. Jaw said, yeah, very cool design. Appreciate it. One thing that I'll notice about the GPT-5 High Fast, it's just very, very concise. Like, if you look at some of these, like what it's outputting, it does not have a lot of like output after it finishes updating the file. Like, it thinks a lot, but then instead of like just spitting out a bunch of garbage, it actually like just stays pretty clean, if that makes sense. If you're new to the stream, haven't liked or subbed, make sure you do so now. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to do a $50 giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. So Eclipso just asked, what is the plan to monetize this? Entire paid app or some free and some paid features? Yeah, so for me personally, I kind of have the mindset that the more people that use it, the happier I am. So the app is going to be totally free to download, and there's going to be a very inexpensive subscription for premium features. So you can download for free, and you'll be able to access all features of the app for free. But to have unlimited features, for example, like if you want to create more than 3 goals, or if you want to create more than 3 focus sessions, or if you want to have access to the AI assistant, then you have to upgrade to premium. And the premium is going to be in the range of like $2 to $5, somewhere in that range. What is the app about? WebSolve just asked. So the app is it's a productivity app, and it's a social productivity app. So instead of just being like a basic app, like for example, Forest, if you're familiar with Forest, you set a lot of Pomodoro timers and you focus on specific categories. And then basically what this is you're actually able to share your goals with other users. And there's this feed here, which is really cool, where I can go and I can see what other people in the world have they're focusing their lives on. So it's pretty cool because, you know, if I find other people that have similar goals to me, maybe I can connect with them, maybe I can share things with them, you know. And I think that there's going to be a lot of things that we can do. So you basically go and you create goals here on the goals page. So I can click this and I can create a goal. I won't go through the process of creating it, but you create a goal, your goal gets created here, and then you're actually able to do like focus sessions. So if I go here, I'm able to, I'm going to cancel this focus session and start a new one, but you're able to take 40 minutes towards reach 1,000 subscribers, right? And I start this. So I have 40 minutes to reach 1,000 subscribers. And I'm focusing on that right now because I'm streaming and I'm working, you know? So basically then the concept is that you kind of keep this timer up while you're focusing on stuff. And then, for example, let's let this timer go for a couple minutes, and then I'll show you what happens once the timer's finished. Because the timer, like the actual focus sessions and the goals, are connected hand in hand. Gio just asked, do you have other apps in the App Store? So for BridgeMind, which is the new company that I've created, this will be BridgeMind's first app. And I'm expecting it to be done like next week. All right, I'm gonna pause it. And so check this out. So we paused our goal after 2 minutes. We can delete it. WebSolve just asked, what's your previous experience, developer or just vibe coding? Yeah, so if you look behind me, you'll see like I have a bunch of textbooks. Because basically I'm a self-taught programmer, so I enrolled in online academies and I read books and I just taught myself how to program. And I became a developer first, and then once the AI started getting so good, I think it's fair to say that you can lean on the AI more, especially for people that are new to programming. Like I think that if you're new to programming, you actually have an advantage with vibe coding because there's certain things about vibe coding that are you have to learn, just like you have to learn programming. You know, vibe coding is called vibe coding, but really what it is it's programming with an intelligent assistant or an intelligent agent that's able to work way better than a normal programmer would, way faster than a normal programmer would. And the best part about it is that it's only getting better. So if you're new to programming, this is the best time to start learning how to program with AI. Gio just asked, are you the only one working on it on the app? Yeah, so for this app, I'm the only one working on this. Okay, finally this prompt submitted. So the share functionality, is it gonna work? Oh, cool. So I'll have to test this on Kurum just asked, is this React Native? Yeah, this is React Native. If you're new to the stream, if you're watching and you haven't liked or subscribed, like and subscribe. We've got an existing session going on right now. Let's resume it. Oh, hold up. We have to go to this. We're gonna have to fix that. If you guys noticed that, just the navigation to resume session doesn't work, so we're gonna have to fix that. WebSolved asks, which planning cursor do you use? What are your thoughts about Cursor's new pricing and their rug pulling? I heard about the rug pulling. I didn't experience the rug pulling, but I did hear about it. I saw they had to like issue a formal apology and stuff. Yikes. But yeah, to answer your question, I use Pro. I probably need to upgrade to Ultra. I just use usage based, you know? So, I mean, what are the differences? Let's check it out. Differences, cursor pricing. All right, so Pro $20, and it says extended limits on agents. There's not really that many benefits to having Ultra except the 20x usage. Which, if I go to so I have the Pro plan, which is $20, and I've spent $150 on API calls this month. So I don't know if I would get my money out of that, you know? All right, GPT-5 struggle on that one. test this on my phone later. How about this? Yeah, looks good. Kerm said, I've been vibe coding in Flutter, but the UI sucks. Is it better in React? Yeah, I think with Tail, it's not Tailwind, but it's similar to Tailwind. It's Native Wind. Native Wind on React Native is really good. It's like basically the UI framework, and it's pretty legit. You can see that. I mean, you guys let me know what you think in the chat, but I would say that this UI is pretty good. I have decent self-awareness. I feel like the UI is good. Definitely some improvements can be made, but all right, I've been streaming for 2 hours straight, so this is where I take a restroom break. I'm gonna keep on streaming, so if you're in the stream right now, I'll be back in like 60 seconds. But if you could like this and subscribe, if you're watching, we're gonna keep on streaming, and I really want this stream to blow up because, hey, we've been waiting 2 years for GPT-5 to launch. So this is a pretty big deal. This is a big stream. We have to make sure that we spend a lot of time using it so that we really understand what it's made of. I feel like I'm starting to feel it out a little bit more now, and I have a couple comments that I want to make for sure. All right, we're back. Crazy that in less than a week, we've gone from like, I'm not kidding, average of 2 watchers for the whole stream to average of 22. That's crazy. We're building a good community. Because it's like, I just think that, I don't know, sometimes it can be tough being a developer, you know? There's a lot of haters out there, but, you know, As a developer, you just like create stuff all day, you know? It's cool to have other people around you that are doing something similar. Oh, wow. All right, did that actually work? Yeah, so you can unpause your sessions. Yeah, Albaki, 8 more to 1K. We're almost there. All right, let's test out some UI right now. So I was just kind of looking around for some stuff that we could work on. So I just found something that I want to fix in the UI. It was that AI coach thinking loader in the AI coach screen. I didn't like that. All right, Mr. Prithvitz123 says, when you have a sec, can you explain if this is already built into Cursor or if you have to connect it in a specific way? Do you mean the way that I'm using GPT-5 in Cursor? Literally, this is totally built in with Cursor. As soon as you download Cursor, you're able to access all of these models by default. You don't even have to get keys. That's better. All right, we got a couple updates inbound. So the first prompt was, when I scroll down, display a button that allows me to fast scroll all the way down. Pretty straightforward. And the second one was, please give the AI coach screen a more modern and futuristic look while staying on theme, add gradients, and make it sleek and modern. So that's a good prompt to test the design of GPT-5. If you're questioning its UI capabilities, this is going to be great to see. This is going to be really revealing for us to see what the design capabilities of GPT-5 are. Only thought for 33 seconds. Still longer than some of the other ones, though, for sure. But yeah, this is looking great. Wow. So here's the fast scroll functionality. Oh, that didn't work. All right. I mean, let's test again. Give me more info. It's kind of like glitchy on this screen. We're gonna need to fix that. And then this doesn't go all the way down to the bottom, so we're gonna have to fix that as well. Oh wow, it's making it sleek. There's that gradient. Oh wow, we have 37 watchers right now. Everybody, if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel yet, do so now. We got to get, I don't think we've had 40 watchers in here yet, and I'm trying to get to 40 watchers. So if you're in here, let's get to 40. Mr. Pravithius says he vibecoded with Opus and Sonnet via Cursor 2 months ago. What do you think, GPT is better or more consistent now? That's a great question. Well, we're testing it out. I've been using a lot of Claude for sure in Cursor. I think Claude's a great model, and I also think that GPT-5 is potentially a really powerful model. I mean, look what it's doing right now. It totally just modernized this AI coach page pretty much exactly how I wanted it to. I mean, look, it made it added background gradients and it made it modern. I mean, everybody, let's get some reactions in the chat. Let's get some hundreds. Throw up some hundreds in the chat. That was incredible. That was literally one shot. Mr. Prithius also said you might want to check if the chat feature you have is sending back the chat history for context. It might just be pinging for a single message. No, I think it's starting a conversation. It's a conversation. But that is a really good point. I'll want to double check for sure, but I did check it yesterday and it was working. So like, watch this. Say that again. Add a second insight after your first one. So yeah, you can see just like did it add a second insight? I don't think it did. Okay, yeah, we do have an issue. Is that just allocating the same message? Bad Boy 2 Gamer said, is the GPT-5 able to one-shot the prompt like how Opus and Sonnet does? And are you using any APIs here, Cursor? So this is one-shotting, but at the same time there are some issues. But you could see with that that styling there, it did make it more modern for sure. Constantine, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Mr. Perfius said either it sets some pre-prompt for the coach AI or it's having a weird memory load. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Yeah, after we fix this theme, let's go take a look at the back end in the API and see what the interaction between the front end and the back end is, because I think that the issue is coming from probably the system prompt, Perfius. If I go to the AI module here, if I pull up the controller, so there's just one here, and then yeah, so here's our prompt. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Like this here, keep responses short. It says keep it under 150 to 200 words. Like, look, if I do this, it'll just output such a generic answer. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, do so now. It looks like we're only 5 subscribers away from 1,000. If you didn't know, we're having a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. It's going to be $50. $50 to a random subscriber. So if you do the math on that, if you subscribe, you've got like a 0.1% chance. Nah, not 0.1. It's 0.1%. All right, we just made this a lot simpler. All right, let's see this now. Okay, wait, why is it doing the triple? I think we need to just adjust for formatting for that in the front end. I mean, we may just use HTML at this point. Markdown isn't as good as HTML in my opinion. Sometimes it's better to just have ChatGPT respond in HTML because it literally, with HTML you can easily just put in a bunch of BR tags, and ChatGPT or any AI model is going to be good with HTML. For anyone wondering, we're using Cursor, and the model we're using is the new Chat GPT-5 or GPT-5. And specifically, if you haven't seen this yet, in Cursor, you don't just have access to one GPT-5 model. They literally give you options for GPT-5, GPT-5 High, GPT-5 Low, GPT-5 Fast, GPT-5 High Fast. So we're using, obviously, the most expensive model. GPT-5 High Fast is what we're using. So this is basically what they market as the best GPT-5 model that we're using through Cursor. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, make sure you do so. Also, we started a Discord, and our Discord is basically a community of people that build stuff together. So basically, let me go and show you guys. We have people joining, a ton of people joining our Discord, and it's pretty active in there. So I'll drop the link to the Discord in the chat, but definitely join our Discord. I'm about to, actually the Discord, it's also in the description, I forgot. It's in the description, but I'll pin it to the chat as well. All right, I just pinned it in chat, and then it's also in the description. All right, let's try this again. It's like this weird dot. See these dots? Falcon said, what do you think about Claude Code? Falcon, I actually recently made a video about that. I made a video about that today. I'll drop a link to it. I literally tried Claude Code out for the first time today. And I was not a fan. It's very slow compared to Cursor. Here. Yeah, I'll drop a link to it in chat. Mod Hadi said got or Claude for dealing with a lot of files and solving problems. What do you mean? Oh, GPT or Claude? I would say right now we're using GPT, but in general, I'm actually more of a Claude person. But sometimes switching between the two helps. Yeah, sometimes it takes some time. Linux Thing said, hope everyone is doing well and enjoying the stream. Thanks, Linux Thing. Linux is our moderator of both our Discord and YouTube. Appreciate you, Linux. All right, Elmi said, what are you building? So we're building an AI-powered productivity app. So here you can see I'm on my profile right now, and I have 3 goals: make $1 million, reach 1,000 subscribers, and then I was just testing stuff, so I have another same goal. But you have this AI coach that actually like integrates with the goals that you have, which are pretty cool. So like plan my week to hit my goals, you can send this off and it actually knows what my 3 goals are. So goal 1, make $1 million, current progress, 0 minutes, weekly target, 20 hours, suggestions. So we need to update a couple things, but in general, you know, it's pretty useful feature that you have an AI that knows, first of all, what your goals are, and then data about your goals, like your weekly target of hours, and then how much progress you've actually already logged. So really cool. We need to fix the formatting on this, but it's looking decent to get started. What else is there? Oh wow, we just hit 1,000 subscribers. Wow, thank you everyone. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Really appreciate you guys. Wow. Well, my goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers has now been achieved. So, you know what's crazy is this actually just made me think of something. We need a functionality to be able to mark a goal as achieved. Falcon just asked, bro, what is your background? You are a programmer or something? Yeah, Falcon, my background is that I'm a self-taught programmer, and I founded startups in the past. One startup where I had to write 2 million lines of code in 6 months. Mahadi just said, you deserve 1 million subscribers and you will get it soon. Wow, appreciate that. I don't know, 1 million would be crazy. Okay, so we just realized something. We need to build the functionality to be able to complete a goal because we just completed a goal. Oh look, we just got an alert down here from yeah, look at this. They just launched it. Huh, that's cool. Alright. Alright, so let's go take a look at our goal entity. And see if there's anything that has something like a mark is completed or something like that. Alright, here it is, right here. I knew it was there. Completed. And it's a Boolean. So we need a way for users to mark it as completed. Review the post details screen in depth. I need your help to create the functionality for marking a goal as completed. The user that created the goal can be the only user that performs this action. Please review the post details screen and add the button and functionality. All right, and then I'm gonna drop in the API endpoints, and I'm gonna drop in the goals service, and I'm gonna drop in the entire hooks directory, and then I'm gonna drop in, I'm gonna go to my API, and I'm gonna drop in the goals module from the Nest API. if you're watching the stream right now and you haven't liked or subscribed, make sure you like and subscribe, because we actually just passed 1,000 subscribers. So we're going to do a $50 giveaway. Mod Hadi said, is Claude same? I got the structure with dealing with a lot of files or only reading with one file only. Claude, you like literally like cannot use Claude code. Is not good. Cursor is like one of the best tools that sits on top of all the AIs for programming. That's really what Cursor is. All right. Let's go over here. All right, let's switch to a Claude model here. Let's do 4.1 Opus Thinking Max. Opus has been thinking for a while. Thanks, Linux. Linux just dropped the link for our community Discord. Linux is our moderator. Oh. I don't know if I like that. Why did it give it a gradient like that? That is not what we were aiming for. Let's get the GPT-5 back on. GPT-5 did a way better job. Also, wait, hold up. Before we go, let's do it. Honestly, let's revert. And let's just use this. Okay, this is going to be a perfect test, all right? So we gave this exact same prompt to Claude 4.1 Opus Max, and now we're giving it to GPT-5 High Fast Max. So this is literally the best as it gets right now. This just came out today. This is, let's see what's better. This is gonna be the ultimate test. All right, so remember, oh no, we gotta, oh, they said that they're experiencing high demand for that model. All right, we'll do the next best thing. We'll do it without the max. Oh wow, can't get max right now. All right, let's try some of the other ones then. We haven't tried low. Frustrated Coder asked, is it good? GPT-5 is really good. GPT-5 is really good. I think they're still in the process of rolling it out right now, so it's a little bit slow. But so far, I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. If you're new to the stream and you haven't already liked and subscribed, do so now. We're running it up. We've gained like hundreds of subscribers in just a couple days. This channel's blowing up. Guion just asked, is it better than Claude so far? I would say it's better than Claude. It is better than Claude. All right, so it looks like we had to use GPT-5 low, but still, it looks like it's not done yet. Something that I've noticed about GPT-5, the thing that stands out the most to me is how concise it is. Like, it's probably spends so many tokens thinking instead of outputting like context, if that makes sense. Gian also asked, is GPT-5 High Fast better than GPT-5 High? Why not try using that, by the way? Yeah, so I tried using that. Right now, they said that they're experiencing high demand, so we're unable to access that model. But if you look right here, this, even GPT-5 Low did better than Claude 4.1 Opus, in my opinion. Because if you guys remember what Claude 4 Opus did, it was 4.1 Opus. It wasn't that great. Let's use it again. Let's see if we can access one of the higher models. Maybe we can get in. High Fast. We'll max it. All right, it says that it's still experiencing high demand. Let's try GPT-5 Fast. That one's not accessible either. Wow. This one isn't either. Let's just try the standard GPT-5. Let's see how that does. Wow, we have 58 people watching. That's the most we've ever had in one stream before. That's crazy. Everybody that's new to the stream, make sure you like the stream. And also make sure you subscribe. We're going to be doing our $1,000 giveaway tonight. So tonight, later on, I'm going to hop on for about an hour or two for our night stream. And I'm going to figure out how I want to basically do like a random shuffle for a subscriber that's going to get $50. So make sure you like and subscribe. Also, we've made a ton of progress, and we're actually going to be launching this app on the App Store as soon as next week. That's the plan. So you're going to see this app literally go from conception to completion, and we're going to make money from this app. Actually, the goal is I'm basically going to be doing this until I make $1 million, and I'm going to build in public. And yeah, we're building the community. It's pretty cool. Mohadi said, is GPT-5 using a different API call than 4.40? Yeah. But I'm using Cursor. Some crazy good front ends have been done in one shot. Yeah. I think the UI is pretty good on this, on GPT-5. Didn't really... Oh, there we go. Nice. What is the map? Can you explain? Alavi asks, what am I using for preview? I'm using the iOS simulator on a Mac. Sorry if I butchered your name. Mahavishnu. I hope that's the right way to pronounce your name. He asked if Cursor is giving away GPT-5 for free. I don't believe so. Let's check, because sometimes they do that. I think GPT-5, the pricing, it's less than 4.0. So let's check. Cursor is now in terminal. Okay. They said GPT-5 is now available in Cursor. It's the most intelligent coding model our team has tested. We're launching it for free for the time being. Enjoy. Yep, it's free right now. Wow. It's free right now. Yeah, the Linux thing just said free explains the demand. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, they said I can get it for free. Everybody's jumping on it. Yeah, GPT-5 is free on Cursor. Mahavishnu He said, what's the database you are using for the app? And yeah, you pronounced my name correctly. Okay, cool. He said that you can call me Vishnu. Vishnu, what's up? Yeah, so the database that I'm using for the app, it's Postgres, and how it works is basically if I open the database here, what we're using is we're using TypeScript, and we're using TypeORM. And TypeORM is a framework where you're actually able to, it works really well with Nest, first of all, and you're able to define your database structure using TypeScript. So here you have decorators, and inside the decorators you define the that aspect of the database, like column, that creates a column, etc. So you structure all these entities which make up your database, and then what you do is you run npm run migration generate, and it generates the SQL scripts to actually update the database in a safe way, and it's really powerful. So it takes a ton of manual development out of having to manage the database, because you make a lot less errors, because the TypeORM, it's really good and really easy to do, like just like rollbacks, and it's usually if something is off in development in production, it'll throw errors really well. So also, like, it automatically creates a migration table, and it keeps track of all of these keys associated with your migrations. All right, so here we've completed our goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers, so you can see that I've completed it. Something interesting that I'm wanting to test is what it looks like if the user, if it's not the user that actually it's their goal. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually, now that we touched on the database a little bit, we're going to go into pgadmin 4, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when you manage the database using pgadmin 4. So I'm going to open up the database, and I have access to different servers. Some of them are actually production servers, but this is my local servers. I can go here, and you can see the Time AI database, which is what I refer to it as locally, and then here are their tables. And what I want to do is I want to go into basically where goals are marked as completed, and I'm going to look at the goal information. So the goal that we were looking at that belonged to was learn Spanish. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, and I can actually just manually mark it as completed. So I can just click save, and now, oops, I gotta do that. Now we can like literally just refresh this and see what it looks like. So this is where I say, oh, whether or not the goal is completed, it's not, now I know for sure that it's not showing. It's not showing whether or not it's completed, so that's an issue. How about this? This is going to be a great test. If the user has completed the goal, when you open up a post details screen, it's going to like pop up confetti, and there's going to be like an animation. That's a good idea, and that's going to really put GPT-5 to the test. Okay, so it should show a better UI for this completion. This is a big deal. Okay, wait, now let's retry. Think deeply about my request. I want there to be an animation where confetti pops up on the initial open of a post details screen if the user has completed their goal. This is to be the case whether it is the user's goal or if it is another user's goal. All right, and then we're gonna go down here and we're gonna drop in the post details screen again. And this is gonna be really interesting. Everybody, let's see if it's gonna get it. If you haven't already like and subscribe. This video's got like, I think what, 40 likes, 41 likes, and we hit 1,000 subscribers. So we're going to be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway tonight. I've got an event that I'm going to have to go to here soon. We're going to have to end the stream here in a minute. We're going to test a couple more things out with GPT-5, but later on tonight we're going to continue our vibe coding series, where we're actually trying to make $1 million off of the apps that we're vibe coding, and we're basically building in public. So that's what this is all about, and if that interests you, you should like and subscribe to the channel. Also, we have a Discord that's in this video's description, as well as it's pinned to the chat, so if you want to join that as well. We're building like a pretty good community. I think you guys can tell from the chat and just the overall vibes of the community. It's I think we've got a pretty good thing going for us. I've only been doing this for like 7 days, so I ran up to 1,000 pretty fast. I bet I can get to 10,000. All right, we need some confetti. Where's the confetti at? Cushion Fitness asks, are you worried about AI taking over? I don't know. Are you? Alright, let's see if we get confetti when we open this screen. A little bit of confetti. That can definitely be improved. Oh man, can we get this on High Fast, please? Okay, wait, now we have to test it with another user's goal. We have to go to Learn Spanish and see if that works as well. Learn Spanish. Nice, okay. Alright, I said great work. Please now make the effect come up from the bottom and be way more modern and intricate. Maybe you could use an NPM package for this instead of it building like a custom effect. Alright, let's, oh man, we're still, man, there's so much demand. Crazy. GPT-5 Max. Alright, read the chat. Jula said you hit 1K. I know, I blew past it. Doug Hadley said, I didn't build them, but have been using them for a while now. You can tweak them to your desired workflow. Aditya just asked, do you think junior front-end devs are cooked? That's a good question. Nah, because what if junior front-end devs just start leaning on AI more, like right from the get-go? You know, like in my opinion, it's like the sometimes it's the more experienced devs that are like really against AI or don't really understand it because they've used a different workflow for so many years, if that makes sense. Like sometimes I think that the youth have just like grasped things really fast. Like I've been doing this for years, ever since GPT 3.5 came out. I've been like a daily ChatGPT user for years. And I've built up this, basically it's a coding with AI skill. It's literally a skill. And if anybody says otherwise, then they're just crazy. Like they're just denying, like, it's like saying 25 years ago, oh no, the internet, no, like nobody's gonna use the internet. Oh, social media, nah, nobody's gonna use that. And then here we are, years later, and it's like, oh wow. All right, we're getting some errors here. Okay, Mohadi asked how to use GPT-5. Right now I'm using it in Cursor. Okay, so let's see if it... No. Doug Hidley said, Matthew, you are so correct. Appreciate it. Mohadi just said, is GPT now for Pro and Ultra? Yes. Nice. Wow, look at that confetti effect. Wow, that was awesome. Look at that. All right, look at this. Look at this. Ready? This one's completed as well. Okay, so watch this. So if you go to a goal that isn't completed, like this goal right here, make $1 million, nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. But if you go to somebody's goal that has completed their goal, and you open up their goal, learn Spanish is complete. So cool. That's awesome. All right. Well, hey, so if you've been watching the stream and you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you like and subscribe. We're about to end the stream. I'm gonna deploy these changes because I'm actually gonna be back on later tonight. And we're going to be streaming again because we have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway that we're going to do. And then I'm also going to be vibe coding some more. And we're going to get back to basically a series that we're doing, which is vibe coding an app until I make $1 million. So we're going to be at this for a while. So if you guys want to join, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.